All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome back to Plug Talk. We are going to have Cali Wagers. We are going to have, let me see. Yeah, Cali Wagers is probably going to be the only one coming on because the other person I had coming on did not answer me back. So Cali should be on here shortly. Um, yeah, man. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Mondays always suck, man, don't they? Mondays always suck. Um, I don't know. It was a really good weekend for me. Uh, I made some really good money, so I'm pretty happy. Yesterday we went 5-1 in VIP. 5-1. I needed one more passing touchdown from Brock Purdy for the sweep, and I would have swept VIP. Oh my god, that shit hurt. All right, and then I had to go and watch Allen get absolutely diced up, uh, out there, where the Ravens just look like a all around better team, man. I mean, and they are. If you think about it, They are the more complete team as a whole, right? I mean, they just are. They got the playmakers. They got a big, big double-headed monster between Lamar and Henry. I mean, bro, what? Derrick Henry, bro. This fucking guy. Who knew? Who knew that Derrick Henry could run like that? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know he can run, but he's more of like At least I thought he was more like that. That was impressive. All right, that was impressive. Uh, being that big of a dude and running 87 yards that way, and you outran everybody who was on your ass. He outran them. That was the more impressive thing for me. Um, you know, because I thought one of them would have caught him. When I seen there was three guys on his heels, I was like, damn. I was like, he ain't going to get it. And then I don't know what happened. He just kicked the Jets on and just went out. But yeah, that was a good game last night. Obviously, it was not if you were on the Bills. You got your head cracked if you were on the Bills, and I got my head cracked on Aguilar. I don't know if you guys knew this, but his receiving yards were at 11 and a half, right? So I was like, okay, cool, perfect. I gave it out as my free TikTok play of the day. I gave it out in the Discord for a free play. His first reception, my man gets 12 yards, right? Cash us out. Boom. Thought we were cashed out. Oh no. Don't ever count your chickens until that damn shit is done. They do just a little routine sweep to Aguilar, and he loses yards. He actually lost 2 yards, bringing him down to 10, and that's where he sat the entire game. So you guys want to talk about bad beats? That was a bad beat for me. Uh, that was going to be my sixth straight win on my free plays on TikTok. That would have been my sixth straight one, man. And the way the way that we lost it was just pathetic. He got it in his first catch. He got 12 yards to cash us out. And my man's going to lose 2 yards in the middle of the game to not cash us. I mean, that was just disrespectful, and it was definitely a hurt piece. Um So I do want to kind of talk a little bit, just I was hoping Callie would have been here by now so we can kind of bounce off of each other with like what we've seen this weekend, like the biggest takeaways. Um Let me see where he's at. I mean, he said a few minutes. I don't know. All right, but yeah. Anyway, my VIP went really really well yesterday. Really well over the whole weekend. We dominated this weekend, guys. I know personally. Uh, I probably I probably came up 13 units just this weekend alone. I probably came up 13 units. So it was an extremely good weekend. And I think we're going to continue to run this hot streak. I mean, it's just what we do. When I get hot, man, I'm hot. So I think we're going to run this a little while here on this hot streak. I'm going to just stay dialed in the way I have been. And yeah, we're going to keep it running. So let's see here. Week 4. Um, what did I take away from week 4? I don't really know. Everything kind of went the way I kind of thought it would. I mean, the Bucks were impressive. Um, how about the Commanders? Let's talk about that for a second. I mentioned dude yesterday. And I'm telling y'all, man, he is fucking good. Bro, the Commanders looked so good. Like, yeah, their defense, I thought, had problems, but they didn't look like they had any problems against the Cardinals. The offense looked amazing. I mean, it's impressive stuff, guys. It really is. It is impressive stuff here. Jaden Daniels, man. I mean, Jesus. 26 of 30, 233 yards, one touchdown. He did throw an interception, but 26 of 30, 233 yards. Like, what? Brian Robinson had a good game as well. My man had 101 yards. I mean, this team looks like they could be it. Like, this is a really, really good Commanders team. And I kind of feel the same way how I was feeling about the Vikings, right? Um, like I think people are still kind of underestimating the Commanders, and it sucks because if we would have caught them early, we could have made a lot of money to start the season. Now, after this win, after this Cardinals win, I know it's just the Cardinals. They're 1-3 now. Like they look bad, but I don't want people to start getting their eyes on the Commanders because as soon as that happens, which it's probably going to next week, we're going to lose value, right? We're going to lose value on this Commanders team. Like there was so much value on them yesterday that just was simply overlooked. And that I even like the Cardinals. I even liked the Cardinals yesterday. But man, this Commanders team is for real. I like them a lot. Jaden Daniels, man, between him and Bo Nix, man, these rookies look fucking good, bro. They look good. Um, so the Commanders are probably one of the biggest ones that I took away out of this week by just simply, yeah, we need to start paying attention to them, for sure. Um, another one is I'm not really sure in the NFL what another one is. I mean, I don't know what the Steelers got going on over there. I'll say that right now. Sure, they came back in a pretty impressive way. But I'm almost to the point where I want to see Wilson out there, to be honest with y'all. I really do. But I don't think they're going to. Uh, I doubt they're going to do that. But it would be nice to see that. Justin Fields, I don't know if I don't get me wrong, Justin Fields ain't terrible, but I mean that would have been the perfect game, to throw Wilson in there, see what happens. Just see what happens, man. Joe Flacco, man, he's I don't trust him neither. But this Steelers team, they're not as good as I thought they were going to be. And I've been noticing that yeah, they're 3-1, but it's like if you just watch the game, I mean, you'll know what I'm talking about. How the Steelers play, it's just it don't it don't seem right, man. They're going to be in a lot of close games this year, like a lot of close games this year, and that's just not good. They're not. I don't think the Steelers are going to be a good betting team this year. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't think they're going to be a good betting team. Um, they did hit the team total though. The team total was a VIP play I had yesterday. It was the Steelers team total over the 20 and a half. But yeah, and they barely got that. Barely got that. It does look like the Panthers are starting to find some kind of offensive rhythm out there. This is now back to back weeks where their offense actually looks okay. Yeah, did they lose? Yeah, they lost, but still, their offense looked good. I mean, you got Andy Dalton, put up 220 yards. He had two passing touchdowns, right? I mean, they are looking better, man. Hubbard, 18 carries, 104 yards. He grabbed a touchdown. Deontay Johnson, man, I'm telling you, he's good. I love this guy. I really do. I think he's going to be a low key cash cow all year. Deontay Johnson. He's going to be a low key cash cow all year. Low key only for the simple fact that when you see the Panthers, you tend to look away. So I think that will always give us value on a couple guys on the Panthers, like Hubbard, like Johnson. So just keep that in mind for future reference, man. I think Deontay Johnson is definitely going to be a gem that we should try to, you know, uh, note and watch moving forward. All right, Callie's in the building. Let's see what Callie took on this week, and then we'll get started with the picks. As you guys know, we only have 3 games on today. 3 games that we're going to talk about. We got the Mets and the Braves, and then we got the 2 Monday night football games. So we'll cover all 3 of those games for you guys, and then get you guys up out of here. Callie, good morning, bro.
Morning, happy Monday. Hope you're doing good. Hope it was a profitable end of the week for everybody, and profitable start to the week for everybody as well.
It definitely was. I had a huge weekend. Um, I haven't had a good weekend like that in probably a month and a half, 2 months. Where I mean, yeah, they've been winning. I've been winning weekends, making profit, but not as much as I did this weekend. This weekend was awesome. Our VIP was on fire. So how'd you do?
It was okay. Lost our biggest play of the weekend. We had the Bills teased up to 10. So that went down, but it didn't matter. Juwan Jennings again came through in full steam and took longest reception over 16 and a half yards. We took over 35 and a half. We took over 50. So we came out big again with Juwan Jennings. It's almost 20 units in the last 2 weeks on him alone. So it's been pretty good. And then we moved to 10-0 the past week in KBO. We had our winner this morning. I took the team total under 2.5 for a Kiwoom, and I predicted it was going to be 5-2. It ended 7-2, and SSG and KT now play in a 1-game playoff tonight to decide who is the last playoff team. So it's a very exciting day over there.
Cool, man. Cool. So it sounds like you're coming into the new week on fire, man, which is awesome. So I love hearing it. So before we get started into these games, is there anything you took away that us as bettors should be looking forward to in the near future with the NFL or college football? I know like I said on my end, my biggest takeaway this week was the Commanders. I think this is a team that I'm going to start paying attention to pretty closely. Um, and then, like I said, one of them was the Steelers. I got a lot of question marks with the Steelers. And then, obviously, the last game that we were just talking about was who was it? Who was I just talking about? Damn, I can't. Oh, the Panthers. The Panthers. It looks like their offense is actually starting to click and starting to roll. And as we all know, people like to just look away from the Panthers. So I think when it comes to player props, I think we could start getting a lot of value out of some of these Panther players. That was my takeaway from this weekend. I'm also going to in college football. Uh, I'm probably going to stay. Who was it, man? I can't remember who it was I had now. I don't know what is your takeaways of this weekend, Callie?
I mean, it's just a week by week league. Um, people that thought the Ravens were questionable or anybody against them probably has a very different feeling. And people who thought the Bills were going to be, Super Bowl champions after last week, after another blowout, hey, you got kicked in the balls. It's a tough league, and matchups and situations and scenarios and injuries, and there's just so much to the NFL. I mean, even more so in college. Now we've got guys that decide they're just going to leave in the middle of the week. How'd that work out, by the way? Seems like they've got the better quarterback at UNLV anyways now. So sorry about that move, buddy. But it's making it, even more difficult as a handicapper, and somebody who's transparent just like you are. It's tough to get a lot of that information. A lot of these teams and coaches and players and organizations know how to play the game too now. Questions on injury reports and guys coming up last minute with things, and it's just it's a never ending game between the teams, the books, us, everybody going against each other. And all I can really say is, when you look back on Monday or maybe Monday morning or Sunday night or whatever it is, you need to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, was I respectful and responsible with my units? Did I stick to whatever system it may be, or did I follow this person, the right way? And, if you're not going to do it the right way, just like anything, if you're not going to put your full effort into it, whether it be finding somebody and doing the research to get a new capper, whether finding your own angle, if you're not putting in the full effort, you're really cheating yourself. And at the same time, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. If you keep getting the same results and you're not happy with them, it probably comes back to one thing, and it's you. And the joy of that is you can change that. I turn away clients weekly telling them, hey, if your bankroll is not strong enough, or you're not comfortable to be playing these things, you should take a step back, even if it means taking a year off or 6 months off. Build your bankroll, do your thing, be outside and away from this for a little while. There's nothing wrong with it. But I would just say more than anything is trusting a system, giving it time, let it fail if it happens. And that's how you learn. Let it succeed and then continue to build off it, because no system is perfect. We used to always have all these angles in football and basketball and the back-to-backs and all that. That's all changed. That used to be easy. Every system that used to be unbeatable is now beatable. Every system used to be perfect is very flawed. So finding your lane, finding your angle, and really respecting your coin, that's above all else. Because if you're not doing that and you're losing your morals, then what the hell are you really doing here? Let's just say. I think it's about being respectful, attacking the right angles, but above all else, being somebody that you respect and you would respect. There you go. There's my Monday morning.
All right. All right, man. Hey, look, there is many people that have different looks on betting and just how to do it. It's something that is just in not just gamblers, but cappers as well. It's in our DNA to not want to take advice from someone else when it comes to your opinion on sports. And it's something that a lot of people should learn to kind of, learn how to get out of that mindset. Always keep always keep your mind open to other people's opinion and listen, because you're not always right. That was one of the hardest things I had to learn, not only about running a show about sports betting, but betting in general. You know, a lot of cappers think that that what they say, that's it. Like it does not matter. You can't talk to them. You can't tell them anything. They are always right. They're always going to be right. So a lot of people look at shit differently. But
Called constructive criticism too, and a lot of people, what I see too, and it's not for everyone, but most of the guys that are willing, most of the guys that will chirp back or are real defensive on stuff, it's because they don't have a true angle. They're
yeah,
looking for traffic, they're looking for engagement, they're looking for whatever it may be. But the people that are trying to hide things generally are. Long-term transparent. Go look at someone's page. Go look at someone's resume. Go look at, like you talk about how people have an issue with paying for picks, and that's fine. It's sports betting. You're having some betting in this and that. However, if you're in the stock market, you're doing the same thing. You're doing the exact same thing. Some person through a firm that you trust, that you got to do your same homework with everything you're doing. Investing, whatever you're putting your money into, you need to be trusting in, the result is going to be what you hope for. The job's going to get done. It's going to be at a reasonable price. And the same can be said with sports betting. You probably spend more on sports betting than you do on anything else too. If you really look at it, for most people, might be a little bit here, a little bit there, but 365 days a year, it adds up.
oh yeah, definitely adds up.
And with that being said, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what books you use. I know you're kind of limited with what you have up there too, because they restrict you and tie your hands a little bit with, especially with the local teams. But finding someone that you trust, finding a book that or a couple places that I like. I'm not going to plug it because I'm not using my own. This is my platform, but there's a couple books that I like, and one that is great that's peer to peer, and it's 1%. So I mean, look, you make 20 bets, you're saving yourself 15 to 20% in juice alone right there. You do that over 100 bets, it adds up. I mean, just imagine every time you go to the grocery store and it's 11% less.
That is, and this time of year, it is the best time, guys, to, and 90% of the bettors know they have to bet this way, but they don't because they like to keep their money in the same day. But NFL, college football, guys, we get lines almost a week ahead of time. Take your bets early. I'm telling you, you will save, like Callie was saying, in the long run. A difference between getting a minus 110 to a minus 145. You add that up at the end of the year. You know how much money that is. So it's very important. All right, let's get.
Are we plugged? Are you plugged by anybody? Are we Sportsbook able to promote?
Yeah, I don't care. Go ahead.
I work with Bet Openly out of Florida. Bet Openly is run by Gino, and it's peer to peer. It's 1% juice, and basically you can create lines and go basically against him if you want. You can put up a line; it opens to the market. I've done it, and I like it a lot. You can basically create bets and open the market for people to take it head to head versus you playing the book. And there's your 1% because it's going between peer to peer. So I've enjoyed that. And it's, a different look. So that's something else that's been fun to, you're putting your money where your mouth is too. If you and I are on something different, why should we go to the book? You and I could just bet head to head and 1% on, something we differ. We could make the line together. So I do like the options that are out there now.
That's pretty cool, bro.
It is cool. He's a good dude.
That actually sounds really cool.
I'll get you linked up with him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, you gotta show me that because that sounds pretty cool.
He's another Cali guy. So we've been working together for a couple of years now, and it's very cool. It's good for everyone. It's literally what's good for me is good for you, and what he's doing is really smart, and it just makes sense because the books are just robbing us right now. Like that's really where we need to beat them. You know what I mean? The books are not our friends, so why give them more juice?
Yep.
All
All
right,
right, let's get started. We got 3 games to go over. We're going to knock these out fast. First game we got on the board today, guys. By the way, good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, let's see here. So we're going to talk about the first game, which is going to be the Braves and the Mets. The Braves and the Mets. So let me see how I can get this up here. There we go. All right. So we got the Braves taking on the Mets, guys. We got the Braves coming in at a minus 148. We got the Mets at a plus 124. We have a total of 8 here. It is favored to the under at a minus 115. You got Miguel coming out for the Mets, and you got the Braves bringing out Spencer Schwellenbach. Now, this is a doubleheader, Callie, correct?
yes, it is. And it's a very
All right.
interesting day too.
Yeah. So, game one. In a game like this, guys, I'm telling y'all right now, that thing that we talk about all the time on double headers, today is the day when you use that advice, in my opinion. Whoever loses game one, you take in game two. All right. I'm telling y'all, this is it. I this double header splits. I mean, I really cannot see one of these teams winning both games. I just can't. The most. I mean, this is game one is always the one you kind of want to look at, right? Because especially in this game, because the winner of game one in this, there's a lot in this series, man. Or in this doubleheader. So the winner of game one clinches a playoff spot, I believe. And if they both split, they both get into the playoffs, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So I was trying to figure out how that was working. So
It's,
it is. So
it's literally to me, as someone who's been in not on this level, but I remember being in college, being in other spots where you have this setup and you literally talk to the other team and be like, hey, it's a split today. Like whoever wins game one, is pretty much going to fucking tank game two. And it makes perfect sense. If you're the Braves, I'd much rather play the Mets than the D-backs, for one. However, if I'm the Mets, I don't know if I'd want to be set up in this situation. Regardless, they're not going to play each other head-to-head. But still, if either of these teams sweeps, they move on and the D-backs move on. If they split, both of them move on. And no matter what happens, the White Sox are still the shittiest team ever.
Yep. So, all right. So that's how I think we attack this game. Game one is super important here. And I truly do believe whoever wins game one loses game two. I truly believe that. I think this is the perfect situation for us to use that narrative that we always talk about. And game two, man, you just Schwellenbach is good. I think Braves take game one. I do. But I like the under more. Reason being both pitchers are in really good form. I have liked what I've seen from Schwellenbach a lot. Um, both pitchers, man, really have some good numbers. I mean, I'm looking at them now, and they both look good. Schwellenbach, man, his Ks might be a look here, bro. He's got 47 plate appearances against the Mets, 31.9 K percent here with a very low walk rate. He has an opponent batting average of a .87. He has an xWOBA of a 181. I mean, these are great numbers. This is exactly what we look for when we're looking to take a pitcher's strikeouts. These are the exact numbers that we want to look for. So we're getting Spencer today at 5.5 at a minus 130. I gotta take it. This game is going to be played like a playoff game. It is probably going to be a low scoring game. Both pitchers are probably going to bring their A game in this one, because this doubleheader is just for real for both teams. It's very serious. Like I said, I like Schwellenbach's K's over 5.5 in game one, and I like the Braves in game one on the money line. And then in game two, if the Braves win game one, I'm taking the Mets in game two for more money than I did with the Braves in game one. So I'm gonna double down on I'm gonna double down on the loser of game one in game two. But definitely Schwellenbach's K's are a go for me here, Callie.
Yeah, and Sale's going to go game 2 if the Braves do not win.
Oh my God, they are ripping them.
What I would
That
what I would
sucks.
do is basically, I mean, I sent it to I did a pod at like 2:30 in the morning last night right before KBO, and I was talking for a while with my people and told them basically the same thing. Like, if either of these teams gets up a decent amount game one, pound the other team game two as quick as you can find it. Like,
Mm.
as quick as you could possibly find it, because they're going to back off, pull the bullpen, throw out anybody that they want just to move it on. They're going to go game two with Sale, pump everybody if they need to. And I also, in the back of the Mets' mind, they know that too. So, it's like you want to get that game one, especially now, knowing that, I mean, for all we know, Braves win game one, they could sit Sale game two. Or they can say, you know what, we're going to end the Mets season today. But I would more expect it to be whoever wins game one, sits everybody game two, gets their staff in order for basically an immediate turnaround for the playoff game and go from there. So maybe game two, like a team total under for the team that won game one is also possibly a look too, because they're going to try to get in and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I agree. I don't necessarily agree with them sitting Sale. If they win game one, I think Sale will come out there. They'll try to put the knife in the Mets for sure. They'll try
If
to get them out of there.
if they win that though, then they could turn around and have Sale go game one for the playoff series versus use them today.
Very true. Very, very true. So, yeah, that is definitely a possibility. Couple batters here. I do think this game is going to be played like a playoff game. I do think it's going to be low scoring, but that don't mean we can't look at batters. Game one where we got Miguel pitching for the Mets. Um, I got to look at Asuna. His numbers are pretty nice. It is a righty on righty. I'm guessing Asuna is going to be DH today. You look at his numbers, man. They look really good. He's got 12 at bats. He's got 6 hits, 3 singles. He's got 1 double, 2 home runs, and that only comes with 3 strikeouts. He's slugging over 1,000 on base percentage and batting average about 500. I mean, his numbers look fantastic against Miguel. You want to look at game two. I'm pretty sure it looks like possibility being Peterson, David Peterson for the Mets against Sale in game two. I would look at your lefties probably here because we know Peterson is a lefty. But I mean Olson, it looks like these lefties hit him pretty well. You got Olson, his numbers are fantastic. Michael Harris's numbers look extremely good against Peterson. I mean, so mine will be Olson here against Peterson in game two. You got 14 at bats. You got 3 hits, 2 singles, 1 home run, only 3 strikeouts. He's slugging about 5, on base percentage of 3. I mean, Olson's numbers look pretty good, but he has been a bit, shaky. But regardless, I think Ozuna in game one is probably a really good look to go yard. So I do like Ozuna in game one to hit a home run. All right, Cal, you got anything else for this game?
No, I think it's just awesome. You get to watch baseball. It starts in like 45 minutes.
Oh, does it?
It starts at 10:10 Pacific, 1:10
Oh
Eastern.
yeah, yep,
So,
definitely.
great way to
Uh,
start.
I also want to factor this in too for you guys. If you guys just want a simple plus money bet and I'm personally putting this one in. It's as soon as RBI. So his RBI is at a plus 125, which is incredible value. Uh, so Asuna has gotten RBI in 7 of the Braves' last 8 home games against the Mets. Asuna has gotten an RBI, and we're getting it at plus money. So I will 100% be betting that, especially I already feel like he's going to go yard anyway. So give me the plate on the safe side. You could bet Asuna home run if you want, but the RBI at plus money is definitely where I'm going to go. All right, let's move on. We got Monday Night Football, man. We've been waiting all week. Ain't that how it goes? We've been waiting all week. Monday night.
I don't know.
All
It's a new week. I don't know. They all roll together.
right.
All his rowdy friends are here on Monday night. That's what I remember.
All right, guys. We got the Tennessee Titans, and they are going to be taking on the Miami Dolphins. We are heading to beautiful Miami, where we got the Dolphins as a favorite. We got the Dolphins laying 2.5 in this one at home, minus 142 on the money line. You got the Titans at a plus 2.5, as a road dog of plus 120 on the money line. Then they give us a very, very small, low, tiny total at 37, locked up on both sides at minus 110. Now, Cali in this one, man, both teams, bro, both teams have had a horrible, horrible start to their season. If it ain't losing games, I believe their record together is 1-5. It's 1-5. So look, both teams have started off bad, man. You know, if it's not injuries getting in the way, it's damn just penalties. Football IQ is in the trash for both teams. Coaching is a horrible, horrible part of this disaster of the Titans and Dolphins, in my opinion. Both coaches are not on my good list. But in this one, and you guys know it takes a lot for me to bet Miami. But I have to here. I truly do. I have to take Miami at home here. Both teams have started off bad. It's not easy. Believe me, guys, I know it's not easy trying to, take the Dolphins because, losing to it is a huge hit. I mean, that is a huge hit. But in my opinion, even with it doesn't matter who it is. Even with Tim Boyle, what's the other guy? Skylar Thompson, Huntley, bro. I don't care. I don't. It does not matter to me. I think Miami is the play here. Um, they have they have more playmakers, man. They really do. On offense, and dare I say, Miami's defense might be a little underrated, guys. I mean, seriously, this Miami defense might be a little underrated, and this Titans offense, bro, it don't exist. This Titans offense is fucking pitiful. They're not going to be able to score today, in my opinion. Right? Titans are not going to be able to put up points to keep up in this game. I like the Dolphins on the money line. We're getting a great price with them at home here at a minus 142. The only thing that scares me about the Dolphins today, it's not the team, it's the coaching. Uh, McDaniels is terrible. He is a terrible coach. He makes terrible decisions. And this guy is just not a good coach. Plain and simple. It's that blunt right there. I also like the Titans team total to go under today, Cali. So Dolphins money line for me, Cali. Titans team total to go under. You got anything for this one, man?
Yeah, it's not pretty, but it does kind of correlate. I have a win total under for the Titans on the season, so that's starting off as expectedly ugly for them. Yeah, I mean, I would have to lean Miami tonight. At home, a little extra motivation with everything going on with the weather. Like there's going to be a little bit of some home cooking there. And I mean, Will Levis, what can you say? Not too much very positive, I would say at the very least. He's been abysmal on many levels. But you do look around in Miami, they have more playmakers. Regardless of who's back there dishing it out, you still do have a couple guys that can move the ball, get it in Tyreek, a few other guys' hands. There is still that ability in open space. I was trying to look at Tyreek like total rushing, receiving, a couple things like that. I could see him getting fed numerous ways. I could also see rushing attempts decently high tonight. 37 is just so low. I could never touch it. A couple of mistakes and you find a way over in that game. I feel like we're getting Iowa Hawkeye football with a total like that right now. But, I would have to agree with you. I do think Miami is the right side. It's a tale of, who's worse kind of at this point. And, Miami with a lot of question marks, obviously, with the quarterback situation, and Tennessee with questions all over the field, to say the least. So I do think that Miami is a stronger side, more playmakers, more ability to get the ball in the end zone, and then obviously having a little bit of advantage with the home side.
Yep. All right, man. I like it. So to get into some player props here for you guys in this game, I just cooked up a few of them that I really like. So let's start with Tyreek Hill, obviously, right? So Tyreek Hill for an anytime touchdown is at a plus 195. Seven of his last 8 games following a loss, he has scored a touchdown. So that's one. Another one is Tyler Boyd. Okay. So against the Dolphins, the last two times that they were on the road, the Titans were on the or last 2 times that Boyd was on the road against the Dolphins, he has scored a touchdown both times that he's seen the Dolphins on the road. So, and his touchdown is at a plus 380. It's more of a risky one, but I think that could be a good look. Then we got Will Levis. Okay, this guy. I mean, Callie just hit on it. Okay, we know Will Levis is just. I don't know, man. I don't trust the guy, and he proves it every week. So 5 of his last 6 games. Guess what Will Levis has done? He has thrown an interception. So I'm kind of loving the number we got. So you can get Will Levis to throw an interception tonight at a minus 136. So they're my 3 props for this one. So Tyreek touchdown, Tyler Boyd touchdown, and Will Levis throw an interception. Callie, you got any props for this one?
Like I said, I'd maybe look at some Tyreek props. I would definitely look at an interception prop, but I got to look at the value on that as well. This game, though, hard to try to nitpick through all these prop pieces with 2 guys that I have no consistency or trust in distributing the ball very well.
Yep, very true, man. All right. All right, let's move on to our last Monday Night Football game. All right, so we got the yes, we got the Seahawks taking on the Lions, the Lonely Lions. So we got the Seahawks on the road today, heading to Detroit at a plus 164 on the money line. Then we got the Lions favored at home at a minus 198. We got a total of 47 here, locked up on both sides at minus 110. Seahawks are getting 4 points. Lions are laying 4 points. What a doozy, bro. What a doozy this is. So I don't want to be. I don't want to be the square. I truly don't. I don't want to be the square. But Callie, I think I gotta be the square, man. You- I don't know where else to go besides the Lions here, man. Like, there's one play. There's one play that I really do like, and I don't know if I want to give it because I think it's going to be a VIP play. Um, I mean, so the play that I'm considering, I'll just give it. I don't give a fuck, man. Maybe because I might not give it out, but I'm definitely betting it myself. It's the under, man. I don't. I mean, this total is ridiculous. Like, am I tripping here? Why is this total so high? I don't get it, bro. Um, so I mean, a 47 is a bit extreme if you ask me. So between Seahawks and the Lions, now don't get me wrong, the Lions, I get it. The Lions have a great O line, making this Lions offense seriously one of the best in the NFL. This Lions offense, and I get it. So we get a high number, okay? That's where this number's coming from. Is the Lions offense, uh, but the Seahawks, they the Lions love to run the ball, guys. They love to run the ball. It's what they do. They run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. The Seahawks run defense is actually really solid. It has looked really good this year. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about Goff being forced to air out the ball. And I don't really trust Goff in them tough, like when he's getting pressured. He's in them tough passing downs, right? Like, I don't trust him, man. I don't. He looks shaky out there. You put a little pressure on this guy, and he's easily making mistakes. And I think that's what the Seahawks do today. I do. I mean, I just don't trust Goff in them tough situations. He's already had 4 interceptions to his 3 touchdowns. Like, come on. He is not the best when it comes to throwing the ball. Golf is not. He is not the best when it comes to throwing the ball, and that's why the Lions love to work around running the ball. And today they are running into a very good team, a very good defense that can stop the run in the Seahawks, and I think that's going to cause a problem. And now, the Seahawks offense. Don't get me wrong. This, and here's another thing that plays right into the under. The Seahawks offense has not been anything special, and now you're going on the road to see a Lions defense. Everyone talks about the Lions offense all the time, but this defense is actually really good. This Lions team is a complete team. They're good. They can play offense and they can play defense. Honestly, the Lions defense is, in my opinion, a little underrated. I mean, they are actually pretty damn good. I mean, dude, Aiden Hutchinson, man. I mean, he has got to be a look today. He is going to be ripping Geno Smith apart out there. So, I mean, this guy has been nothing but immaculate this season. So, look, man, this is going to be a gritty, get in your face, strap up the chin strap, in the trenches type of game. Give me the under. This total is way too high, man. Um, I think this is going to be just an ugly, ugly Monday night football game. Um, yeah, I love the under here, Callie. I'm going to be betting it myself. Uh, how you feeling about this one, man?
Pops off to me is the Montgomery rushing plus receiving yards. I feel like they will be decently stubborn with trying to keep him involved in the game, and even if that means breaking him out for a couple pieces in the slot where he's able to come off that block. On top of that, too, we know that what you said is very true in terms of the throwing ability lately. It's been some errant passes, been some interceptions, and hey, you know what? We've seen that this Detroit team has changed. The coaching staff changed. He's a guy who is a lineman. He is a guy who wants to grit it out and just absolutely muck it up in there. I don't. in any way. I would not be surprised in the slightest to see Montgomery get fed multiple ways today, keeping the clock running, keeping first downs moving. And it's been up and down for Detroit so far. So getting some consistency and a nice win at home in front of that crowd on a Monday night is huge. And we can't ignore it. Just like the 12th man is such a massive advantage in Seattle, the Dome in Detroit is a massive advantage too. Huge advantage. So another thing to think about. It's a lot of ways that I do agree that total is a little bit too high. I think that the game is kind of based around keeping it on the ground. Obviously, we know what we're getting with Geno Smith. Great at times, consistently average. Has it, and there's a lot to be said, for that. But I do think to me, this game screams Detroit. I think they have multiple ways they can beat Seattle. And if they have it their way, I think they're going to ground and pound as much as possible. So I do like Montgomery in a couple different ways.
I like it, man. I like it. And yeah, that's what I mean here. Like, so we got to bring up the fact also that I'm going to get to player props in this game in a minute. But, you know, it does look good to just take the Lions at home here. But honestly, the Seahawks have owned the Lions, man. They really have. They have also covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games as underdogs. The Seahawks have, and the Seahawks have beat the Lions in their last 6 matchups. 6 straight times that they played, the Seahawks have won every game. I mean, I don't know, man.
Streaks are meant to be broken.
Yep. I mean, I can't see it any other way though. I mean, I really can't. Even though everything is telling me Seahawks, I just can't get there. Each of the Seahawks last 6 Monday games as well. Each of their last 6 Monday games have gone under the total as well. So I'm going to play it safe here, and I'm just going to stick with the under. So there are a couple props that I want to talk about here. The one I'm trying to find now for y'all is Aiden Hutchinson and his sacks or tackles or something. I'm trying to find them, man. I don't. Just give me 1 second. So, Callie, you're going with Montgomery, right?
Yeah, I like Montgomery. I'll find I would say probably rushing and receiving, possibly anytime touchdown as well.
I love it. All right, so we are Jesus. They already know. They already know about Aiden Hutchinson. I'm not talking anything slick up here. I'm up here acting like I found a damn gem. I'm just kidding. I know everyone knows who that man is, but he's got a guess what his sack prop is today? 1.25. Bro, normally your average sack prop is 0.25, 0.75, right, Callie? This
Yeah,
guy's at
he's like Ronaldo or Messi to get a goal. Basically, is where his number
yes,
is today.
right.
It's like if he doesn't get a goal, the premise he's like guaranteed 1 goal. How many more is he going to get?
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I think he's going to absolutely rip golf apart tonight. I mean, not golf. That would be crazy if he started doing that. Geno Smith, give me Aiden Hutchinson here over 1.25 sacks at a plus 140. So that's going to be one of my props for this game. I do want to drop another gem on y'all. Charbonnet, right? Ain't that how you say his name? Charbonnet?
Yes, sir. Charbonnet.
Bro, this guy has been incredible. I'm sorry, he has been. Even though this Seahawks offense has been disgustingly bad in my opinion, this guy has continued to perform. And even if he don't have a big game, Cali, he always seems to find the back of the end zone, bro. Um, I think he's worth a look today. To be fair, I'm trying to find anything to back me up on this about his stats, but I'm not really getting anything. Um, well, we do know that he scored in. Did he score in every game so far this year? I think he did. All right, so that's what I'm looking at in this one, man. Give me Charbonnet in this one. I think it's a great look. We're going to take him for a touchdown tonight. Um, maybe two. Maybe two. You can get him at 2+ touchdowns. Actually, we're not doing that because I'm not trusting that, especially with a low scoring game. Yeah, let's not do that. But we'll definitely look at him for anytime touchdown tonight, and Aiden Hutchinson, uh, over over on sacks. All right, Cal, you got anything else for this game?
No, not a ton. I can see it going both ways, so I'm more going to stick with what I think with the run side and maybe add something else from there. But neither of these two games sticks out hardcore with a ton of props, at least as of yet. So I might find some other value, but kind of sticking with that Montgomery spot for now.
All right, I like it. All right, that's all we got, man. Is there any other games that you want to talk about, Callie?
Yeah, tonight, Korean baseball play-in game for the final playoff spot goes tonight. SSG versus KT. It should be really good. Very excited for this one. The winner gets into the next round. KBO playoffs are wacko. The number one seed gets an automatic bye into the finals in that league. So winning the regular season is everything. And the teams who are the higher seed in the bracketing goes into each series with a 1-0 game advantage. So it is very strange, to say the least. But yeah, I mean, they implemented this tiebreaker rule a few years ago. No one's had it happen yet, and so this will be the first time in 6 seasons that I've been happy KBO that they'll get this play-in game tonight. So if you're up late, it'll be at 1:00. Yeah, so 4:00 for you, 1:00 for me, and yeah, it should be fun. We'll go for 11 straight winners to end the regular season.
Good shit, man. Appreciate that, bro. Um, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't go to anyone else for KBO but Cali. That's a damn fact. All right, let's give a best bet, Cal. You got one?
Yeah, my best bet of the day is Braves game 1. I don't love the juice at -145, -50. You could look at -1 at, I think it's about +110, I think is what I'm seeing, +105. So I would either look money line with the Braves or take them -1 at home with everything that's happened, all this crazy amounts of travel that these teams have been having to do over the last week. It'll catch up. Give me the chance to fade the Mets in a big game every single time. So I think they fall. And then I think you take the complete opposite in game 2. So look at that how you'd like. But as we mentioned at the beginning, I could see, a split basically. Can't say a guarantee, but I would be very, very surprised if this series did not end 1-1 today. But I do like Braves game 1. I think they handle business quick.
All right, and yeah, I would be the same way. I would be very surprised if this series in MLB doesn't split neither. I feel pretty confident that it will. If not, Braves win both. That's the way I say it. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a plus money parlay here. It's going to be kind of a long shot in a way, but it's going to be a cross sport between MLB and NFL. So we are going to take Osuna in the first game. Osuna first game RBI, which starts very very shortly. It's starting soon, right, Callie? Game one.
Starts in a half hour, 25 minutes.
All right, so we're taking Osuna game 1 RBI, and then we are going to head over to the Lion and Seahawks game, where we're going to be looking at Charbonnet for a touchdown at a plus 195. So that comes out to plus 563. So we got Zach Charbonnet for a touchdown, and we got Marcell Ozuna in game one for an RBI. It comes out to a plus 563, y'all. That's going to be my best bet today for you guys. All right. Callie, you want to tell them where they can find you?
Yeah, find me on all the socials. Find me on Twitter at California Wager or X or whatever we call it these days. Find me on TikTok, Instagram, all of those socials. Running a KBO playoff special right now, includes all access through October. Then I'm also running a $150 special through the end of 2024 with all access for everything. So be back at it late tonight. Probably have another between midnight and 2 a.m. podcast again for KBO as we prep. And yeah, we'll go from there. So should be another great evening.
All right, man. As always, Callie, appreciate you coming on the show, man. And you know, just sharing your knowledge and your picks with us. Definitely well appreciated, man, for real. Um, all right, guys, that's all we got today. Very small slate. You know, no need to really, you know, go crazy today. We got a pretty heavy week in front of us. We know hockey is starting back up. We got NBA is literally right around the corner, right? Um, Before we know it, Callie, it's going to be the best time of year, bro. We are going to be talking college basketball. And dude, I absolutely cannot wait. I cannot wait, man. So I am super excited about this season. There are some I don't want to get into it now as obviously for another show, but this college basketball season is going to be terrific. I think it is going to be such a good year in college basketball. It's going to be fun to watch. There are a ton freshmen starting this year that have a level of talent that is just out of this world. I have not seen uh so many freshmen coming into one season that honestly I could be like, bro, all of these guys are easily going to be in the NBA. Like we'll talk about it another day, but I've been really reading up on college basketball the last week, and I'm going to continue to until the season starts. But I am super excited about hockey as well. If you guys know me, I am extremely good when it comes to hockey. Extremely good when it comes to college basketball. They are my two best sports, hands down. So it's definitely becoming bag season for me. Well, it's been bag season. This is just a great time of year to be a sports better or sports content creator, or just a sports enthusiast in general. This is the best time of year, and it only gets better as we move further into the winter. So, super excited to share this season with you guys, man. College basketball. If no one's been around with me with college basketball, I am very into it. Like I said, it's my favorite sport. It takes the crown for me, and you guys will really enjoy Plug Talk during college basketball and NHL season. You guys will really enjoy it because if you guys think we make you money now, just wait. All right, you guys know where to find me. Yo, a couple people took advantage of it yesterday. Yo, we had 800 people in this show yesterday, Callie. Right? Listen to this. Guess how many people actually followed our speakers?
How many?
3.
Well,
All right. Guess how many people signed up to my subscription
how
on
many?
YouTube? 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Be better,
So
folks. Be better. Nonsensical stuff you see out there all day.
like what?
This is
Like
real.
what? Bro,
Hey,
that really was like I didn't even get mad, bro. I got a little upset. I was like, bro, that's almost like it's kind of disrespectful, bro. It's like but it is what it is, man. We had a lot of people that were probably new to Plug Talk yesterday, and it is what it is, man. Like there ain't nothing to be done. And there it comes to a point where it's on me because or on us because the guys that do the show were, a little torn up about it as well. That came in and spoke on the show yesterday. They're like, but it doesn't matter. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. I can't control that. I mean, I'm trying to give people a platform, but people are just, I mean, it's so hard to click the button to follow someone or subscribe to something that's free. But anyway, I did have a couple people sign up for VIP yesterday, so thank you guys for that. It is only $10, man. It's only $10 for your first month, and I'm telling you, if you were in my VIP yesterday, I had both the people that signed up yesterday hit me up and was like, "Bro, thank you." They were like, "This was an awesome start to VIP." He was like, the one guy was like, I've never been in a VI. He's like, I've been in quite a few VIPs. I never been in one where I made triple my money back in the first night. Now it was pretty cool, man. We had a really good night. We had a really good week, honestly. So it's only $10 for your first month for me, or you could get involved heavy with us and purchase all NFL season, all cappers, all sports, full access for only $100. All right. If you guys are interested, man, please hit me up. If you guys are interested with Callie, guys, I'm telling y'all, Callie's money is good. He's well worth it. His KBO plays are fucking amazing. And he knows every other sport under the sun. So guys, show some support. Sign up with our VIPs, follow us, help share the show a little bit. You know, I mean it is simple, man. It is so simple, you know. All right, Callie, appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all that are listening. You guys are the ones that keep this show running. Um, so yeah, man. Let's have a good day, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place, just some different sports. All right, Callie, over and out, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Cheers.